Hello Gemini. It is my intention to share with you today the reading that's going to give you the map for the first 15 days of April so that you're ready to face whatever needs to be faced. This reading is going to be a mix of three elements. Intuitive reading, which means that whatever cards falls down is going to be what you're meant to hear. Also a structure reading, which is going to be called the Pillars of Mercy, and basically this is something that I dreamt and we'll see if it helps you. I really hope and I believe it will, and we'll give you clearer answers. And last but not least, we do have the astrological report from your sign's perspective, so you can know exactly what's gonna go on during this time period. So let's go with your reading. And we begin the session. Where is the... We begin this session, and hopefully everything that's gonna be coming up during this little meeting is gonna be the truth. Thank you for giving me clear answers, clear, direct, concise and precise answers, so that anything and everything that Gemini might know right now knows it, and thus allows them to make better choices in the future, because it is my honest intention that you guys do your best, and if I can help you out in that process. And if I have the chance to do so, then why not? Right, so look, during these 15 days, the opposition you had, the major opposition you had in the past, is gonna keep going, which is basically pitting the will of the group against what you really want to do inside. And the first two cards we have is that basically what you're doing right now is not really fulfilling your emotional needs, it's not really your wishes. I think that you rather have a different situation, but you really need to take a look deep into that feeling, because I think there's something hidden behind that, and it's something that you're going to discover as you go during your introspective situation. Because right now, again, this is a repeating of the message that we have right here, the results you have right now, the situation, the life experience you're having right now. It is not really... you're not really finding joy in that experience. There's something missing. There's something that you really want to have, but you can't have it right now. That's why you need to ask yourself what's going on, like what's happening. And then you have two more cards. All right, so you have the Ace of Swords, which means that you need to make a decision that's fair, that's just, that's honest, that's transparent, and that's truthful. You need to make up your mind in a way that's good, objectively speaking. The Ace of Swords is a wonderful start, but it does require a straight idea that leads you to victory in a very honest way and a straightforward way. So you have to go, you have to find your passion by making the right choices. You have to find victory through the right choices, even if you don't feel that the results are worth the effort, perhaps. It is still necessary for you to act in a way that's true to yourself and to others as well. So there we go, we have the first story here, and I want you to see and check if that applies to you. These are way too many cards, but I'm gonna get this one because stay here. Because your emotional confusion. Right now, I think you don't even know what you want. You feel dissatisfied, but you can't find the reason why. Thing is, this dissatisfaction should lead you in an introspective, meditative state that allows you to wonder why are you not finding joy in the things you're doing, which is going to lead you in the right direction, which is right here. You have to enter into an introspective state, asking why do you not find joy in the things you're having, which will allow you to make a good decision that moves you in the right direction. Right, so the first part of reading, structure reading, is the Pillars of Mercy, is the context that you need to understand in order for you to get the whole picture of the situation you are living right now. And I'm going to be answering you that question, the very important question, with three cards, which hopefully are going to give you the context you need so you can have a better understanding, which is what I said just before. First card, Queen of Swords. So the context, what brought you here? You in the past made a very firm decision, like this is what's gonna happen. This is what I decide. This is what's gonna be. This is the truth of things, and yeah, so that's my decision. That's my choice. So after behaving like that, the star reverse, how interesting. It's like maybe there was a process that you needed to go through, but you went through, but you thought it was gonna be more miserable than needed. Well, I don't really. Well, I will have to get some clarification cards for that. The World. Alright, let's get some clarification cards for that, because what I'm feeling right now is that in the past, the context, maybe you gave up on your dreams when you were always meant to have them. Maybe you gave up on the universe and you started chasing your world on your own terms. And you said, look, well, yeah, fuck life, because it hasn't given me the things I wanted before, so why would give it to them to me now? Gonna act my own way. Gonna go chase my own world. Two of Wands. It's like you want to move on, but you're not entirely sure because there are some things that you're gonna lose if you do so. So you're thinking about if to move on or not. Probably you're gonna lose some relationships. Thing is, those relationships are not really real. Yeah, it is something that we're gonna be seeing in the astrological section of this session, but what I'm seeing right now is that you made a choice that was a very harsh choice. Maybe you abandoned a life path, because you wanted to stay in your world. So you had a reason, you had an opportunity to decide to move on, but maybe you stayed because you didn't want to lose your relationships. That's very interesting. You know, I'm gonna draw two more clarification cards for this, because this is a very interesting setup you have right here at Gemini, and I really want to understand the most of it. So these are gonna be the last two cards, and then I'm gonna give you my interpretations about it. And you will have to apply those with your intuition in your life. First card, Two of Pentacles. So you had obviously a choice to make in the past. Like, do I do this? Do I do that? I don't really know, because I have so many pros and cons in both sides, and okay, you were wondering about that. And so yeah, you had to make a choice. And you made a choice that was in favor of your current world instead of your life purpose. So you basically got stuck in that situation because you didn't want to miss anything, probably. Yeah, you shied away from a situation, from an opportunity that was gonna give you felt you had a choice. You could have chosen for your life purpose, but instead you chose for what you already knew, which is good because it is comfortable, but it is not letting you shine in the way you want to. So, well, we're gonna understand more as the reading goes by. Which brings me to the second step of this ladder, Pillars of Mercy, which is basically what's going to happen during these 15 days. This certainly is going to give us more light into the context. So, what's going to happen during these 15 days? Nine of Wands. You're going to be feeling tired. You're going to be feeling like you have to take a stand about something that is really making you exhausted, and you don't see the end of it. But the end is close, the end is near. So yeah, you're losing, during these 15 days, you're gonna lose faith when you shouldn't. You should actually have some faith, because you have more strength than you realize. It is the reason why you're standing in the first place, so you might as well go the whole way through and come out victorious. You will. I think it's gonna be like a very difficult experience, because it's gonna go down first. It's gonna get, it is difficult already. It's gonna get worse, but then you will come out on top. So, very interesting progression you have there, Gemini. And I feel when I take a look at the whole of your cards, there is some emotional confusion inside of you. There's obviously some emotional conflict. Obviously, you don't feel fulfilled. But I guess the reason why you don't feel fulfilled is because you could have taken a different path in the past and you didn't because you didn't have faith in it. So instead of taking the risk that would have been the chance of your life, you decided to stay with your friends and your family, or the things the type of work you already know how to do because you don't know how to do anything else. Or at least that's what you think. Let's go with your future. Let's go with the way you should behave. This is the last step of the ladder. This is the way you should behave. This is the advices you should integrate during this 15 days so you can make the most of it. And the advices are as follows. First and foremost, let go of the past. It's already past. It's already dead. It's already gone and done. So don't relive what happened in the past. It makes no sense whatsoever. Let it go. The reason why you feel so exhausted is because many things have happened in the past, many things that have pushed you and punished you for maybe mistakes you basically didn't make, but basically you should have a little bit more faith. So after letting go of the past, the second advice is death, which means that you really need to change. You really need to go in a new direction. You really need to let go of the past and basically just put up with it and let it go. Because whatever you have to live in, whatever you left in the past, whatever happened, whatever tragedy, whatever loss you suffered, I don't think that it was your fault. I think that it was forced upon you, and that was really shit. Because you were doing your best. And to live such a difficult emotional situation really left you confused. Like, what the hell is going on? But you had to let that go. I think that you are in the right. Maybe someone did you a foul play, maybe you decided something unlikes, and it was a tragedy, it was sad, it was difficult to go through. That's the way life is. What can I say? It's like, I'm sorry about your loss, make the best of it. Take the best of it and build something better in the future. It's not gonna be like that forever. So yeah. From an astrological perspective, what can I tell you, Gemini? I can tell you the following things. Well, obviously, this is going to be a difficult time because it is a time of healing, of forced healing. Right now, we have to heal. It is the way for us to expand. So you have Venus in your 10th house, which means that right now you are reevaluating your career path, your relationships in your professional environment. So you are reevaluating your relationships in the professional environment, and you are seeing how your relationships are affecting that professional career you're having. Some relationships are not really healthy, some were not really true, and you're facing the facts about the hard facts about that, and thus you are healing and reintegrating better patterns for you in the future. And during this period of time, you're going to be siding with your, because you're going to have Sun and Uranus in your 11th house, which means that your groups, you're going to be shining in favor of your groups. You're going to be acting in shocking ways, favoring your groups, or humanitarian causes, or altruistic situations, because that's the 11th house. Or you're going to be chasing your dreams, because that's also the 11th house. That's gonna put you in difficulty against your desire, your inner desire to expand in your passions, in your ways you have of being passionate about your own hobbies. But you know, siding with your wishes and the group over your passion will help you in your relationships, obviously. Because if you're working for the well-being of the group, especially in your profession, it's gonna help you build better relationships in the future. Yeah, then we have Mars in the 12th house. Mars in the 12th house means that you are really acting in a way that's bringing forth all your old wounds. You want to overcome them. You want to do something about those things. And you're acting in a very strange ways, very confusing ways sometimes, but they're the best ways to act because they are going to heal you actually. So this healing action, this healing decision, impetu, or that's Spanish, well, this healing motivation, it's gonna synergize with the mystical and weird experiences you're having in your professional environment. Neptune in your 10th house signs that in your professional environment, in your career, you're having some confusing experiences that are really making you question your spirituality. And this is going to help you heal. And then this synergizing energy is going to turn into harmonizing energy between this wish to act in a way that heals you, that moves you forward, and the deep transformation you're going through. Because right now Pluto is in your 8th house, which means that you are being exposed to the worst parts of you so you can make the best of them. Finally, your North Node is in your 4th house, which means that right now it is a time for you to focus on your family. So it is a time for you to side with your group, think about your group, think about what's best for everyone, while at the same time thinking about how you have to change, specifically regarding relationships and how your relationships are affecting the work you are doing. Yes, so I hope that whatever advice I've been giving you right now, Gemini, really helps you out. This is the base of your energy, King of Wands and Temperance reversed. Maybe it is a time where you are feeling really like anxious for some reason. You're feeling like really aggressive with a lot of energy built up, and you don't really know why, but it will pass. Like, don't pay attention to that so much. Just stay centered, stay in your ground, work for the well-being of the group, focus on your core, in your inner circle, the people you can trust the most, be that your family or people you consider as close as your family, and be with them. Yes, I really hope this barrage of information helps you out in your everyday life, Gemini. It is honestly my intention. Anyway, cheers. Thank you for listening to me. If this reading resonates with you, I thank you for subscribing to my channel, giving me a thumbs up in the video, and follow me on my Facebook page. And if you want to have a private session, you can contact me on the reading, well, the contact information, which is in the description box below. I wish you the very best. Cheers, Gemini. See ya.